What it do? Another episode on Let's Level Up podcast.
Don't think about the moment. Think about the bigger picture.
What it do? This another episode with Ricky Rodriguez on Let's Level Up podcast. Hey, today we have a very special guest, man. We been gone for a little bit, but we back, baby. We back better than ever, leveling up. Yo, today we have an entrepreneur in the building. A floor epoxy expert, man, located in the city of Atlanta, but I know he moving to different places. He moving to different states. We don't know if he going out of the country. We about to find out. Hey, let's give it up for the homie, blessed by Christian Leal. What it do, bro?
How's it going, bro?
Yo, it's an honor having you here. I appreciate you coming on the platform. Like I tell everybody, we bring people on the platform that are leveling up in life. You don't have to be perfect, but you know, it's about elevating, about growing, about leveling up in life, one step at a time, working on your dreams. And, like I said, we're not perfect, but we trying our best, man. For the people that don't know you, where can they find you on social media? And again, tell them your name, bro.
So I go by Christian Leo. Everybody knows me about Blessed by Chris. You can find me on Instagram at blessed by Chris Chris, and the website just dropped, blessedbychris.com.
Okay.
We're growing a little bit on TikTok. We still got the marketing team working on that, but we still got to push that out.
Okay, and we're going to talk about all that content creating because that's a whole separate ball game, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to drop all your social medias right there so people can see you and follow you, you know what I'm saying? Y'all going to learn a lot. Before we get to the great stuff, you know, of course, this is great stuff what we about to get into about his person, a little bit of his personal life, you know what I'm saying? But before we get to how you became or you're becoming who you are nowadays, we're going to talk about a little bit about who Christian Leal, right? That's how you say it in Spanish?
Yeah,
Leal in Spanish, right?
That means loyal.
Loyal. See,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
See. Hey, man, I like your last name, bro. So, where are you originally from, Chris?
So my family's from Mexico, man. I was born in Mexico. They brought me over when I was 6 months old.
Okay.
Got raised by the streets of Atlanta, and now I'm here, man.
Now you over here, man, and you mentioned you from Guanajuato, Mexico.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you ain't been over there in a while, right?
I haven't. My grandma was the last family member I had over there.
Yeah.
Once she passed away, I just haven't had a reason to go back, really, for real.
Yeah, sorry about that. And did she come over here to the U.S. to see y'all or no?
Yeah, she lived over here until she was like about 68, and she was just like, man, I got to go back home.
Yeah. And how was growing up in Atlanta, man, for you?
It was different. It was different at the time. Well, I grew up in a neighborhood where there wasn't a lot of Hispanic kids.
What part was that?
It was Chambly.
Chambly, okay. A lot of Asians at the time.
Asians.
Yeah. At that time, because now it's packed.
It's all Migos now.
Yeah,
It's all Migos now.
Yeah. So now it's packed over there. So growing up as a child, you had mentioned to me also that it was a little tough that you was never missing nothing materialistic. You was missing materialistic stuff, but you never missed you always had a roof over your head, food on the table, because of course a lot of immigrants that immigrate from many countries, you know, anywhere in the world, a lot of them hardworking people, you know what I'm saying? So that's what described your coming up. How was school, the elementary stage for you, man?
It was different to get adjusted to. I remember when I first went, I didn't speak English. So, my parents immigrated here when they were young. Yeah. Like you mentioned, they worked very hard, but they got us through what we needed to get through. But it was an adjustment for sure.
Yeah.
Getting used to like going to a new school, not speaking the language. But honestly, I don't even remember learning English.
Yeah.
Like it just like.
It just happened. It just happened as going to school and just being there, just listening. And you said growing up you were an only child. You're not an only child now, right?
Correct. Yeah, I had my parents had my brother when I was a freshman in high school.
You were a freshman, yeah. So you basically just grew up your whole childhood by yourself. Sure. Yeah, and me, bro. Like I said, I had like 10 brothers, 6 from my mom, like 4 or 5. I don't know. My father passed away, but some other brothers are popping up out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. But I always had to be the man of the house, so it was kind of, but now I could relate to you, being the only child because I have a child and he is the only child. So sometimes I feel like I give him everything, which sometimes it feel good and it feel bad at the same time because I'm like, am I raising a kid that's not gonna be like able to work because he feel like he should get stuff for free. Did that happen in your case or no?
I don't think so. I think my parents always used to take me to work too.
Yeah.
As soon as I could, and from as a freshman.
Yeah.
They did spoil me, but I think it was more so of them not being, as kids themselves, not being able to afford the things that they wanted.
Yeah.
Trying to give me a better life. I think it was more so that, not like trying to make me a brat, but like,
Yeah.
if I ever wanted like food or whatever, I was like, okay, let's go get it for them. Maybe they didn't have that luxury of like wanting, if they wanted something, they couldn't just go get it.
Yeah. And did you ever, like, growing up, did you take trips, vacations to different states, to different cities? You said you never been to Disney World.
Still haven't, bro.
Still haven't. You got to go, man.
It's crazy because I didn't travel because growing up, my parents were always at work. I didn't start traveling until I started, like, for real traveling until I started doing floors.
Floors.
I got booked out in different cities, and I fly out to, let's go to New York. We got L.A. coming up. We done like 7-8 different states.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And we're gonna get into the epoxy game.
Yeah,
you going too quick, man. Nah, we're gonna get into that. And did you graduate from school, man?
So I originally dropped out of high school, went back and finished.
You went back to finish, or you got your GED?
GED.
GED, yeah, that's what I did too. We got the GED, man. And what you think about the school system, man? You think they should be teaching about financial, about the trades and stuff like that? Cause was school good for you? Cause for me, bro, like, really, I'd be bored. I wouldn't understand. I would understand, but I didn't want to understand because it didn't grab my attention. You know what I'm saying? Was that the same case for you?
For me, it definitely was. I'm very creative, and I'm a hands-on learner. Like, I use my hands. In school, you don't really learn anything like that.
Yeah. Probably only art or PE. Those were my favorite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's really.
They're not going to let me take PE 7 times a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, I feel you, man. Nah, and yeah, so school, you went and got your GED. Did you do it for yourself, or you did it more for your family?
For myself. It was more for myself just because I was in a real bad relationship at the time in high school.
Yeah.
And we ended up dropping out together and getting an apartment.
Oh, wow.
And we were 2 months before graduation. And
Wow.
it was so dumb. Like, now that I look back at it, like, you think you're invincible when you're young. I was like, man.
You think you know it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it was a really dumb decision.
And the things you do when you in love.
Yeah, man,
right?
for real.
You do a lot of things for love, man. Sometimes that's why they say, don't think emotionally, think strategically. Hey, that's a good cut right there. We're gonna cut that right there, bro. We're gonna cut that and use that as a little reel. Hey, that's good. So tell us, man, how you got into the epoxy game, man? Or before you tell me that, what jobs did you have growing up?
Bro, all the traditional Mexican jobs. I've helped my parents do a little bit of landscaping. My dad does construction. I was bartending for a while. That's where I really picked up a name in Atlanta, like bartending, and then jumped into the epoxy game and never looked back.
Yeah, and if you don't mind me asking, how old are you, bro?
I'm 29.
You young as hell. Damn, man. Make me look bad, bro. 33. It's all good.
We right there, bro.
It's all good. It's all good. We still youngsters, man. Still youngsters. Tell me how you got into the epoxy game, bro.
So it's funny. I saw epoxy years ago at a barbershop here in Atlanta, and I was wondering what kind of flooring that was, and I was like, and back in the day, I would look at that design and be like, it's so hard.
How old were you at that time?
Was it like 18?
Oh, you was young, so you was peeking game, seeing what. Yeah.
But I just didn't know what it really was, and then I found out years later, it started to pop back up, like epoxy's all over the place now. And I took a class here in Atlanta, but I ended up finding out who did that floor. Now that I look back at it after seeing some of my floors, I'm like, I really did this. I really wanted to do it, and I got into it. Yeah,
that's what's up. And so you see the flooring, and it draws your attention. So how do you get into that? Like, did you start working for someone and they taught you the game, or how did it go?
I took a class here at XPS Atlanta.
Okay.
Which is a material store. I was actually going to fly out to Florida and take one because epoxy is crazy.
In Florida. Yeah. And I have a couple partners that have flew out to Florida to take them classes, like 3 days classes, and then of course you got to buy the equipment. The equipment ain't cheap. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it started with you.
Yeah. I was gonna take one down there, and I ran into people here in Atlanta doing it, man. And I took their class, chopped it up, and we blew it up. Yeah,
so that's what's up, man. That you invested in yourself, man. Because a lot of people are scared to invest in themselves. You know what I'm saying? and you actually use what you invested in. Because a lot of people go, even a lot of people in education, you know, they go into college, they get the diploma, and then they don't know where to go from there. You know what I'm saying? Or they don't even like what they went for. So they wasted all that money, all that time, and graduated and got a diploma that's just a piece of paper, bro.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So you found out the game. After that step, getting out from that epoxy class, what was the next step for you?
The epoxy class kind of left me in a tight position, bro. I had used all my savings that I had, maxed out the credit card, took the class, and
You went all in.
all in, bro. All in. But I was like, man, I'm gonna make it. I'm not gonna take this class if I'm not gonna go with it. So I've always put myself in pressure situation with pressure, and it makes me perform better. So I started I was bartending. I started chopping it up with my clients. Boom, boom, landed my first $30,000 job in a month.
In a month after
Class.
creating the class.
Yeah.
See, sometimes you have to do that, bro. That's what makes you an entrepreneur. Stop being scared. Sometimes, like I said, bro, I done been in situations where, bro, I'm like I've told folks, rent is due in 2 weeks. I got $2,000. That's my rent money. What should I do? Should I invest in this that's going to make me $4,000 maybe if everything goes right? If it don't go right, them $2,000 going to be zero. You know what I'm saying? So you got to play it. It's a gamble, bro. It's a gamble, right? So have you had any famous clients, any companies that you've done that, you know, that wow you? Like, man, I never believed I made it this far.
So we work with Vic Blends down in Atlanta. We've done his house.
Okay.
My boy Shaq up in New York.
Okay.
I got 2 other clients that I got NDAs with, so I can't really mention their names.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's surreal, man. It's surreal. Like you sitting there really doing somebody's floor that you see on the internet all the time.
That inspire you.
Yeah, it's really cool, man. But yeah, it's surreal. It's definitely a surreal feeling like you made it for real.
Yeah. Nah, that's what's up, man. I'm proud of you. I love what you're doing, and the work is amazing. So make sure y'all go tune in and check out his work, because I'm telling you, once you level up, you're going to want to hit this guy up and tell him, hey, I want my epoxy floors, right, bro?
Absolutely.
Yeah, make them look like a bowling ball, for real. You know what I'm saying? So I know the content creating has to do a lot with the businesses nowadays. For your business, is it effective nowadays too?
It's the best thing, man. So shout out my boy Lux too.
Shout out to him. Let's give him some claps too.
Yeah, shout out my boy Lux and my boy Joe. They helped me out a lot with my videos.
Yeah, shout out to them.
I hired them. And sometimes you spend like $1,000 on a video, man. That returns you 40, 50K in revenue.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people are scared to spend those $1,000. It's like, I'm paying $1,000 for a video, but like you can really close big jobs with it. So social media is everything nowadays.
Yeah, marketing in general.
Absolutely.
It's what I tell people, man. Like, bro, you see these big corporations like Coca-Cola, like, you know, Walmart, all these big corporations still marketing. You know what I'm saying? Still marketing when they don't have to. What it do, as you can see, this Ricky Rodriguez from Let's Level Up. Yo, today I'm rocking this merch, fly merch from the homie JV from Just Bike Life. Hey, if you want your merch, go over to his Instagram page, man. You're going to find the best Bike Life merch there is, man. Just Bike Life IT. We're going to drop his Instagram right here. So you can go, make sure buy that shirt. You know what I'm saying? He got gloves. He got all types of stuff. Make sure you link in. I would love to show you the back of my shirt, but hey, make sure you go in there and check it out for yourself. Let's get it. Level up, baby. Bro, you're number one. And then you ask them, why are you still marketing? I won't be number one if I stop. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the thing about it, marketing, bro, everybody's looking for a quick return. No, marketing is just getting your name for a future return. You know what I'm saying? That's the hard thing about it, about marketing, that you don't see a quick turnaround. Mm-hmm. That's investing in your future. You know what I'm saying? So I believe, you know, you planning to work on, you know, opening the YouTube content, or do you have that, or you in the works?
We're working on that. We actually want to start live streaming job sites, man.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people, you know, we do classes too. A lot of people are always, when we do live on Instagram, we'll have like 30, 40 people pop in.
Yeah.
To watch us do the design or whatever it may be. Live streaming design. We're going to work on something. We're going to sit back with the marketing team and talk about what they want to do. They want to push something like that, so we'll see what path we end up taking. Yeah, I think it'll be a great idea, bro. It's, you know, that's a separate business over there. You know, you monetizing,
you doing all that on the side, still working on, in your work site. So it's great content. Of course, a lot of people, might look up to you. A lot of people that are looking up to you. Maybe some people in the field that want to get to your level, you know what I'm saying, that want to learn from you. Give them tips, you know what I'm saying? You give them tips. And is it hard to come across great labor, or do you struggle in your industry?
No, so what I do is I host classes. I end up hiring my own students,
Yeah,
so they kind of learn my way,
yeah,
and then the ones that really hustle in the class and I can see that really want it,
yeah.
I end up giving them a shot. So they come on job sites with me, and you could tell when somebody really wants it. So they really invested. Some students will come to the class just stand around.
Yeah.
So whoever I see really getting after it, hire them, bring them on job sites, and it's all love because I let them take pictures, grow their portfolio, and if they grow, we're all growing. We're all making money together.
That's right, bro. It's all about sharing, man, not hating. All, you know what I'm saying? Not being scared of somebody surpassing you. Like, bro, that's what I push my people to do. Like, bro, I want you to be better than me. That's why I'm showing you this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't had nobody show me this. Like they showed me the field work, how to grab a brush. Because, yeah, I'm in the painting industry too. Like I was talking to you. They showed me how to grab a brush and stuff. But it's a whole different ball game when you go to the business side and all that. And we're going to get into that too. But you have so many revenues in your field too. And I think I do too, but I just be lazy. Sometimes I don't be leveling up sometimes, bro. But as far as you have more, I think, in that field of you could get a revenue off showing people. Like you paid for the school, they could pay you for them to show them a class too. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. The YouTube, the flooring, that's dope, bro. That's dope. And have you had any contractors not pay you, or clients? I don't know if in the start of your business or anything like that.
I had a client super picky, man. He was when I instantly knew when he was coming down the stairs with a flashlight that he was looking for a reason not to pay.
Yeah.
Like we got the deposit. He's walking down there like looking for imperfections. He still owes me like $12K to this day. All I could do was put a lien on the house.
Yeah, because that's really all you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, if you're a contractor or somebody, you got your LLC, really, you probably won't see the money till maybe you don't know when they're trying to sell and they can't sell because they got a lien. You know what I'm saying? But it affects you. You know what I'm saying?
It does, especially you got to cover labor costs,
Material.
whatever you went out of pocket. That's why I always tell people try to go high on those prices. When you giving out a price for a job or whatever it is, go high so you can cover yourself somewhat.
Yeah.
You don't want to go completely, or don't collect the deposit, go completely out of pocket. You down 7, 8, just taking care of people and material for his house and stuff like that.
Yeah. And so it just really happened to you that one time?
Yeah. I got
after that you learned. You learned your lesson. Yeah, no, it happened to me too. It happened to me. The first time wasn't that bad. The second time they hit me with like $20K. But I didn't feel it because it was multiple jobs. So it was like I finished one, I jumped to the other one right away. Then jump to the other one. Then we'll leave like 2,000 here, 3,000 there. Little touch ups. And then I got hit at the end. I'm like, yo, I can't keep doing jobs. You owe me. You know what I'm saying? So that's how. Then I learned my lesson from there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Same with you. You learned your lesson, and can't do nothing but keep moving, right?
Yeah. So what I do now is we seal the floors. I get paid before I put that last sealer on it.
Before the last sealer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to definitely learn your lesson, man, because, yeah, you learn as you go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You learn as you go. And what does Chris like to do on his spare time when he's not doing epoxy floors, man?
And I think everybody in Atlanta knows that, man.
What is it?
We be outside.
You be outside popping bottles.
Yeah, that's what we do.
You love to do that, man?
We love to do that, man.
Yeah.
Every TNG, whatever it is. But we like to party, and also I like to go. Really, I'm a family man. I love seeing my family.
Yeah.
But if I'm not with, out, it's not like even that I go out to get drunk. I just have a lot of friends in the industry because I used to bartend.
Yeah.
So I'll go see them, hang out with them. But if I'm not doing that, I'm either in the gym or trying to see my family.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. And how is that experience? How is that journey in the gym, man? Did you just start, or what is it?
Man, when I used to bartend, man, I used to be in there religiously. I became a full-time because I had 2 jobs before I started doing that.
Yeah.
Before I started doing epoxy. Once I started doing epoxy, I was working 24/7.
Yeah.
So I stopped. I gained 30 pounds, couldn't go to the gym, just working. And now I'm at the point where I'm getting my time back. So I'm starting to get back in the gym. Like, I'm put the work in to get my hours back now. So now, like, I'm getting back into the gym, but it's getting there slowly, not compared to what I used to be.
No, it's a discipline thing, man. It's all mental. Like you gotta be mentally strong. You know what I'm saying? Mentally strong, man. Same on this side. I just love to eat, bro. That's my thing, and I love to eat the wrong things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I was telling my homie, Trick Williams, man. From shout out to him. Let's give a clap to him for coming on the platform. I was telling him, bro, like all I eat is chicken. Like I don't eat steak, rib, like pork, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just chicken, and I consume a lot of carbs. That's the bad thing. And instead of eating the chicken alone, I like to put the damn chicken on the pizzas. You know what I'm saying? So that's bad. But we try. I try to get in the gym 4 or 5 times a week. To keep me mentally strong, and also we got to release all the stress from the construction world. It's not easy. It's not easy at all, man. So going back to that, you ask for a 50% up front before you start the job now, or how do you do that? Yeah,
50%.
Yeah.
And well, my prices are really high. At the beginning, it wasn't always like that, but so sometimes they'd be like, oh, 50%, but I got a good record, so like where you can look me up. I've never played a customer out of money. Like, if I had to fix a floor, I will, because things happen with those floors all the time, man.
Yeah, and most of your clients, are they a lot of referred clients, a lot of coming back clients, or do you get leads?
So right now we drop about $5K a month on ads.
On ads, okay.
And then, but my word of mouth is so strong that sometimes I turn the ads off because I got all these people coming in, and I don't have time to really
take on.
And I'm just overwhelmed.
Yeah. Now I feel you. Yeah, I've never, as far as my business, I never did ads. I was always just word of mouth. I built my portfolio. It took me like 4 or 5 years to build that portfolio, and now it's just booming with just word of mouth. And but yeah, I think a lot of people been telling me, bro, get that 50%, get that 50. And I in mine, I start the job without even, I pay for materials. I go into jobs without even asking for a cent. If it's a job that's gonna take me a month, I ask for draws after every week. You know what I'm saying? For draws. But I never ask for nothing up front. And even to cover materials. You know what I'm saying? I'll cover everything till the job's finished. Of course, I send the contracts out. The job's finished and approved, you pay me. You know what I'm saying? But I think I'm gonna switch it up just to be on the safe side, bro.
Switch it up, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that, man. And so I seen you got your mom's a house, man, with your hard work and stuff. That's a dream many people wish they can do for their moms. You know what I'm saying? How did Chris feel about that moment, man? That accomplishment?
It was surreal, man. It was surreal. I'm so hard on myself. Like, I feel like I need to do more.
Yeah.
Like, it was cool in the moment, but now I want to do something bigger for them. For both of them, my dad and my mom.
Yeah.
They brought me here. They're the reason I'm here. They're the reason I am what I am now.
Yeah.
So to me, I've just been so hard on myself all the time. Like, yeah, it was cool in the moment, but now I want to do something crazier for them. Like, but it was fun. It was cool. It was amazing because we grew up in apartments the whole time. So to put them in a house and they loving it and they building it how they want. And every time I go now, they got chickens. They doing all this crazy stuff over there, man.
That's
they
what's
doing
up.
it. Yeah,
hey, let's clap it up for you, man. Let's clap it up for you, man. Congrats, man. I know that's the best feeling ever, man. A lot of people in their whole lifetime won't accomplish that. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately to say, for you to accomplish it at a young age, bro, that's a big dream. You know what I'm saying? And as far can you name a few sacrifices, man, you had to make to be where you at now, man?
So when I lost 2 jobs, had to quit both my jobs. It was hard, man. It was hard. At one point I was working 3 jobs. When I got busy enough with the epoxy, I left one job, and then when I was too busy, I ended up leaving both. When I first started, I had to work 3 jobs.
Yeah.
And it was back to back. Lost my girl at the time because I didn't really have time. We were just fighting all the time. She was getting real mad. Got into another relationship. That's a different story, but
whole bunch, bro.
Yeah, and it was the gym. Like we just mentioned, the gym. I couldn't go to the gym. Didn't work out for months.
Yeah.
And I'm barely at the. It was my whole life got sacrificed.
Yeah.
At one point, it was. I was all in. I wanted it. I was like, I'm gonna go get it. And now I'm getting my time back. So.
Yeah. And you don't have no kids, right?
No kids.
No kids, man. You good. Like I said, you good. Imagine you had a toxic relationship, toxic maybe mama. You know what I'm saying? Would have been a lot worse, bro. So nah, you good, bro. As far as the I want to go back to the pressure. You know what I'm saying? You said you put yourself in situations and that always pressure you, right? So have you enjoyed your success, or you feel like you always pressured, always going, that you don't take back that time to reflect and say, damn, I done made it this far? Because I know sometimes I be so caught up in trying to make something else shake that I don't even congratulate myself or take some time for myself to say, damn, I done made it this far. And sometimes I complain to myself like, damn, bro, I feel like I ain't done shit. And I really built a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Do you ever have that?
I used to at the beginning, but now I think it's more about like sitting back. I'll sit back one day like I'm having a day off and like I feel like I need to be doing something.
Yeah.
And now I just sit there like, man, you work for this. Like you can
Yeah.
take a Monday off now, like a random Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then I sit there and it's just reminding myself how far I've come. And I think another thing that really messes up people is comparison.
Yeah.
You sit there on social media and start comparing yourself to other people or whatever it is. Everybody grows at their own pace, and
Yeah.
you got to sit there and be grateful for what you really built at the moment.
That's what's up, man. And did you ever feel like quitting when you started the epoxy game? Did it ever run across across your mind like, this is taking a lot from me?
I've had some pretty bad mess ups on jobs. I had this one job that happened, and I had to go $6K out of pocket when the money was tight.
Yeah.
It didn't have me thinking about quitting, but it was definitely like I could see why people quit.
Yeah.
Like I've always been all in with this. Like I've like my mind was like I can go down 50, but I know I'm gonna come back bigger than that. But it's always been like I've never really thought about quitting for some reason.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, it's definitely, like I said, it's definitely hard because I done had jobs where, you have insurances, you have the workers' comp, you have the workers' liability, but sometimes these clients ain't trying to wait on the insurances to come evaluate, to do this, to do that. It takes 5-6 months for insurances, so you got to come out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Because your client ain't going to be like, that's not my problem.
That hurts. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I done had a job where I'm painting cabinets. I had some lacquer fall on the wooded floors. Get how much I had to spend $8 out of my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So off a $7,000 job. So I had to pay still the laborers. Ended up paying what, like $15K out of everything.
That's something you learn in business too, because at the beginning I didn't know about net 90s.
Yeah.
And I got put on a net 90.
990. Yeah. And explain that for the people that don't know.
So I thought I was gonna get paid, and that's when I was still putting
When
material.
you finished the job, you thought you were gonna get paid.
Yeah, and you gotta wait 90 days to get paid, and I paid for the material. I paid for the rentals of the machine. I didn't own machines then, so I had to rent them. And my money was so tight, man. And I was like, I'm about to get paid. So we done. Let me go with this. We need this. We need this. Man, they tell me they're going to pay me in 90 days. I was ready to crash out, man. And I didn't know no better at the beginning. You just don't know no better.
And it happens, bro. They done hit me with those. I mean, I got some projects now that are net 30s, net 30. I could handle those. But I tell them, bro, I'm not waiting no 60 days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm signing the contract. I'll wait 30 days. It's cool for you to pay me because I pay all materials, too. I pay all materials, all labor. All right, I'll thug it out. You know what I'm saying, for 30 days. But then after that, bro, I gotta get something because I'm starting new jobs and I'm doing the same thing, investing. If I'm starting 3-4 jobs a week, bro, do the math. I'm spending 10, 15K just on materials, plus the labor. So,
and your labor's like you scaled it up to the point where like you pretty much pay your labor's rent.
Yeah,
they depend on you.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So you definitely got to be on top of it, man. Now, and have you learned a lot along the way, man, in the journey, of all the ups and downs?
Absolutely, man. Especially money management, just a little business side of things. Like it's completely different from showing up to a job to having to run or something. Like you got to run. You got to do the marketing, social media, payroll, everything. It's a toll, man. I've learned that everything along the path. I've learned so much.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about, that it's different being on the field and being on the business side. Because like I told you, I'm in the painting business. I'm not a painter no more. I used to be in the field. I used to be a painter. Now I'm in the painting business, which is, giving that great customer service, getting jobs for my guys to be busy all year, doing the content creating, the marketing, all that. So I'm focused on that while they focus on that. You got to have great teams. And everybody's like a football team. Everybody play their position. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and any big future plans that you can announce or promote, any upcoming, you said you working on the content stuff. Do you have any merch?
We're working on merch right now, too.
Yeah.
Working on merch. We got a couple big collabs working on floors.
Yeah.
I wish I could say some names, but I'll tell you after, but I can't really
All
say
right,
it
no,
on
we
here.
can't say it, man. We gonna be canceled. We gonna be canceled. It's all good, bro. It's all good. Hey, they gonna see it on videos though soon.
Facts.
They gonna see it on video. So y'all make sure y'all tune into his page. Make sure y'all follow him if y'all gonna see the exclusive. Hey, I'm telling y'all, he might follow you right now. So make sure y'all go and follow.
Facts,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, now that's what's up, man. I'm proud of you, like I said. And one last thing we do on Let's Level Up, man. We give a motivating message, to them hustlers, man. Them cats out there trying to go get it. That like you did. You ain't know. You put your last dime into something, not knowing if it was gonna take off or not. Cause you could put everything, you could put all your chips in, not knowing. A lot of people, if they fall, it's hard for them to get back up. But the worst thing scenario, you fall and you get back up, right?
Facts, yeah,
So
absolutely.
a motivating message for them dreamers, man, that trying to level up in life, but look straight into your camera and let them know, which is that one, bro.
So I think, man, in life, anything you want, you can go get it, man. I've had to work 2 times harder than anybody else to get it, and I say that because I come from an immigrant family where we've had to literally go through different obstacles that other people don't have to. And like he said, I bet everything on myself, maxed up the credit cards, made it happen. If I can do it, anybody can do it. You just have to really want it. You got to see it and go get it, and not be afraid of taking that risk, leveling up, and really push for it.
Let's get it, man. Hey, let's give it up again for the homie Blessed by Chris Leal, Mr. Loyal. Hey, bro, I appreciate you coming on the platform, man.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Let me buy my match and we're gonna do the whole house, bro.
for sure.
Let me get my match in. I'm gonna get one in Colombia. I got one in Mexico. We might have to do something in Mexico,
Let me
bro.
know. Let
All
me
right,
know.
so we're gonna make it happen. Like I said, y'all make sure y'all tune into his page, bro. Leveling up in life. If you can afford an epoxy floor, make sure you make it happen. Let's get it. I appreciate you again. And if you like the content, please subscribe, like, share, comment, all that great stuff. Stop hating on me, man. Come on, we need those subscribers to go up. We've been doing this for more than a year.